Broncos certainly made some moves. I don't know if it's a dream team, and I don't know if this is what they need to do, but Eric Decker's gone. You bring in DeMarcus Ware, and you sign up Aqib Talib. Darren D-Mac McKee of 104.3 The Fan in Denver joining us now. What's the mood out there?
Oh, thrilled. And by the way, one of my best friends is a firefighter. It's all about downtime. So the plastic surgeon probably has the better ability to close the deal. But the mood in Denver is ecstatic. There were a lot of people down on Eric Decker here in Denver, Dan. I'm not exactly sure why, but they do not see him as the answer. They think it's all about Julius Thomas and Demaryius Thomas, not Decker. They think he's a product of Peyton Manning. And the defense was a huge concern. So the mood's pretty good here in Denver.
Yeah, who was more important, Aqib Talib or DeMarcus Ware?
Well, it's got to be DeMarcus Ware. The one guy I was pounding the table for was actually Michael Bennett. And when I was out at the Super Bowl, almost to a man, like Cam Chancellor told me, the MVP of their team was Michael Bennett. It's the pressure up front. Talib is important, but we already had that guy. He was Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He caught people by surprise. Don't sleep on T.J. Ward, that signing as well.
I like that.
That's a huge deal. Huge deal.
I just didn't want Talib for 6 years.
Well, listen, it's not really. It's the guaranteed money. And Peyton Manning will retire, and it'll be a fire sale here in Denver, and Fritzy will have his Brock Osweiler shirt rocking, and, it'll be a different deal. So we're not fooling ourselves. We know what it's all about here.
Okay, Darren, if I said you can have Revis for 1 or Aqib Talib for 6?
I would take Talib. I don't know what's going on with Revis. I'm not sure what's happening there.
But your window of opportunity is 2 years here with Peyton Manning.
No doubt about it. Good question. I don't know. I mean, it caught everybody by surprise here because we just figured that guy was going to be DRC, and maybe they were going to spend some money on another corner, like a Brown or a Werner or somebody like that. So, John, I got to give John Elway credit on this. When you jerk him around a little bit, he's moving on to option 2, as Jared Allen and DRC just found out.
Yeah, the whole Decker thing, I agree with you. Be careful what you ask for. You go from Peyton Manning to Geno Smith. And
right.
It just, I wonder, guys want to be paid. That's the show of respect. Look how much I make instead of, somebody who wins, be in a position to win. I don't know if they value winning as much as they do value cash in the check. And there's Golden Tate won his title in Seattle. So I understand it. Now he's going to a pass-happy team in Detroit. I get that. Eric Decker, I would have done everything I could to stay there with Peyton Manning for the next couple of years and get a chance to win a Super Bowl and still have an opportunity to cash in one more paycheck.
But do you have a wife who wants to be a reality TV star?
I realize that. She wanted New York, and he's along for the ride. I get that. That factored in.
And don't forget, in Denver, this is our second time through this reality TV thing with the whole Lala experience, and that's working out great as they plan Lala goes to L.A.
All right.
So,
Here we go, Darren. If the Broncos don't win the Super Bowl this year, finish the sentence.
Say that again. I'm sorry, Dan. I missed
Finish the sentence. If the Broncos don't win the Super Bowl this year,
they will try mightily with Peyton Manning the next year. He actually, it's 3 years left on the deal. I've never been around a better competitor and somebody who's more into his job than Peyton Manning. It's funny. Andre Caldwell wasn't invited to the Manning passing private camp at Duke. Within a half hour of him signing a pretty modest deal, he got a text from Peyton Manning, see you at Duke. Peyton Manning is, I've never been around anybody like him, and I don't think he's anywhere close to wanting to call it a day. But the window is probably 3 years. If they don't win it this year, they'll do everything in Pat Bowen's pocketbook to be there the next. And then after that, the window probably will be closed, and they'll have to move on.
Darren, good to talk to you. Good to have you on the program.
No problem. thrilled to be on. By the way, I sat next to McLovin at a beer garden at the Super Bowl. Neither one of us had seats, so we actually had to look over like chairs because nobody would give us a seat at the Super Bowl. So I found myself next to the beer garden with me and McLovin, and he had the advantage on me because he's tall.
Yeah.
But neither one of us got a seat. It's the way it went.
Tell Big Al I said hello.
No problem, man.
All right, that's Darren McKee, co-host of The Drive, Big Al, D-Mac, and our new Denver affiliate, 104.3 The Fan, every weekday from 3 until 6 Mountain Time.